I'm on the final day of my yoga retreat here in Bali, where I've been for the past week. And you might think that someone who traded for a living would undertake something more high adrenaline. They might climb a mountain, they might race boats, they might jump out of an aeroplane. And if you posited that as a question or as a query, you would have actually missed the point about what trading is. You see, trading is an internal endeavour. It is not an external activity. Therefore, those things that you do, which are designed to enrich and encourage your trading, are all internal in nature. And I'll give you two examples from the field of yoga. Yoga is built around a few fairly simple tenets. The first is the pause, the second is surrender. In terms of the pause is that moment before you take action. It's a space you create between your intention and your physical activity. You then proceed through the movement with intention, but it builds gap, a little stop. Gaps and stops are a problem for traders, not in a technical sense, but in a psychological sense, because the majority of traders operate under a fear of missing out. Ordinary traders take suboptimal signals. Very poor traders take trades that aren't actually there. And they do this for a simple reason. They're terrified of missing out. They operate under the mindset that for some reason, if they don't take this particular trade, then the market will never open again, and they will have missed out on every trade that might ever have occurred in the future. This is quite clearly nonsense, but it is the mindset that most traders operate under. When traders go back and they compare their trading system to the trades they've taken, the majority find that the trades they have taken don't match the system at all. And they don't match the system because there simply has been no pause, there's been no consideration. And so they simply see and react. They're a participant in the market, not an observer. The second point is surrender. When people enter markets, they have this notion that they have some degree of control, that they actually think that their actions in some way dictate what will happen with the market. Again, that's clearly nonsense. You have no capacity to influence the market whatsoever. Once you take a position, you have surrendered to that position, and you must accept what it does. You can't control what it does. If it falls back and you get stopped out, that's just the way it is. If it moves on and is insanely profitable, that is also just the way it is. You have no influence over either of those events. They are going to occur whether you are there or not. The notion of surrender is very, very difficult for people because we perceive that we have some control, or we want to have some control. But in markets, you have no control. You simply have to let go. The bottom line is that if your trading does not have a pause and is not built around the notion of surrender of control, then you don't really have an effective mindset for trading.